Hi, unfortunately today I will not have an audience. I've had 2 times scheduled up for a few of my friends to come. Unfortunately, due to the inclement weather, they were unable to make it. So it will be just my wife and I, and she will be recording, and I will continue on with my persuasive speech. If I asked you what the difference was between a person who drinks and a person who smokes marijuana, would you be more inclined to label the person who uses marijuana a no-good hippie or a drug abuser? What would you say about someone who abuses alcohol? What if I told you that alcohol contributes to 88,000 deaths a year according to Live Science, published by Brownstein in 2014? And that's not even mentioning the influence in homicide, domestic abuse, and suicide. Nearly 40% of all homicide incarcerates were under the influence when they committed their crime, according to the Alcohol Rehab Guide, also published in 2017. Can we say that about marijuana? Last but not least, cigarettes. They consume our market, and they kill over 7 million people a year, and of 890,000 of those weren't even smokers. They were breathing in the chemicals from smokers from secondhand smoke. And that's coming from the World Health Organization on tobacco, published in 2017. But let's keep marijuana off the streets and off federal regulations, right? America doesn't need another substance that causes 0 deaths and maybe the key to beating some cancers. No, we need a substance that causes more cancer and drunks killing their high school students on their way to prom. No, what we need is to evolve and realize that what we've been doing this whole time is wrong. We've been doing it backwards. This time, let's do it right. By the end of this, we will know some of the great benefits of marijuana, both biologically and economically. Together, we can move our country in a better direction. For the first time, we're living in history. Marijuana is making its way to the market and has been the choice medicine for people who don't believe in big pharmacy. Can you blame them? Half the side effects of the original systems are scary. There are tons of benefits to marijuana. Here are a few. Scientists reported that THC and other cannabinoids such as CBD slow the growth or cause death in certain types of cancer cells growing in lab dishes. Some animal study also suggests that certain cannabinoids may slow growth and reduce the spread of some forms of cancer as well. And that's coming from the American Cancer Society, published in 2017. Now, moms and dads love to use, but it's another drug, and I would hate to have my children addicted to another substance. But we don't always have to get high from marijuana. There are healthy benefits to CBDs that don't give you the reaction like THC does. We can just take it, but that's still illegal. Yes, I know that it's a drug, but it's better than alcohol and cigarettes. You know what alcohol can do to a family, but let me tell you what CBDs can do for another. As a young child by the name of Darren Blackwell was diagnosed with leukemia, and as he went through treatment, he was diagnosed with a second type of cancer, which is a 1 in 7 billion odds. So as the doctors prepared him for hospice and gave him only 3 weeks to live, what could a desperate mother do? She heard about great things of cannabis oil and how marijuana can help reverse certain types of cancers and infections. So, every day, she started sneaking in CBDs. Within weeks, he was back to normal. The doctors were confused. They didn't know what happened. Tell me, parents, have you heard of the same results coming from cigarettes or alcohol? So why are they illegal and marijuana is not? Legalizing marijuana will bring billions of tax dollars, and we can restore areas like Detroit and Gary, Indiana. Put the money back where it belongs, like schools and education, and quit overpopulating our jails with misdemeanors for marijuana. Give teachers and professors raises so they can educate our kids. Keep schools because our future is what matters. Don't believe me? Let's take a look at Colorado. Last year, the state took in $198.5 million in tax revenue from in-state marijuana sales, and that It was a total of $1.3 billion it brought to the market of Colorado. That's up $692 million in sales in 2014 and $996.2 million in 2015, according to Gillies in 2017, published by High Times. What does that mean for the state of Colorado? Well, I'll tell you what it means. It means more jobs and less unemployment. In fact, Colorado has the lowest unemployment rate at a whopping 4.3%. Now imagine what that kind of money can do to areas such as New Jersey and Detroit, even Gary, Indiana. I know in the end, I would choose marijuana other than cigarettes, or even booze. We all want our children to be safe and grow up and live responsible adult lives. And the thought that another substance that can get you high doesn't need to be on the streets or on the market. Hell, we've done our damage already with alcohol and cigarettes. But what if a kid somewhere is in need of a different substance? He's dying for anything else but another poke in the arm full of radiation and fentanyl. So I'll leave you all with this final note, written by Lauren Martin in the Elite Daily. Dear Mom, I know that your 1960s Catholic health education class told you that just one puff would destroy your life. But sometimes teachers are wrong, and things change. Weed isn't the reason this country's in despair, but it's the one thing that could bring us out of it. The ganja may be the one thing to save this flailing country from itself. Along with the reason I love your cooking and willingly go on the family outing to see the butler. It's why I don't go out on Friday night, Mom, and why I don't drive home drunk. It's why I'm not vomiting in the morning and making those mistakes. I can't remember. Let's all take a moment and think about what that means. What is the real issue? Is it us and our stigmas? Can we even let them go? With something this good, I think we should.